If you own Meta stocks or are thinking about buying it today, you are going to see why many Wall Street analysts are living in the background. The market is celebrating Zuckerberg's shift into artificial intelligence as if it were an inevitable success. But when you open the Form 10K and update the picture with the latest Form 10Q, a brutal conflict emerges. Meta is still a massive advertising machine, but now it has to fund an increasingly heavy physical bill. The question is simple. Is Meta building its future, or is it destroying its capital to pursue it? The average investor buys this story. We follow the money. It all starts with CapEx. In 2025, Meta spent $72.22 billion in capital expenditures. For 2026, the updated guidance jumps to between $125 billion and $145 billion. That implies a leap of 73% to 101% in just 12 months. Now compare that to their operating cash flow. In 2025, Meta generated $115.8 billion in operating cash flow, but projected CapEx equals between 108% and 125% of that cash. In the high-end scenario, the infrastructure bill exceeds an entire year's of worth operating cash flow, and nearly 98% of Meta's revenue still depends on advertising. Here is the first signal. Free cash flow. Even though Meta sold more in 2025, its free cash flow fell from $52.10 billion to $43.59 billion, a 16.3% contraction. Meta is still generating a lot of money, yes, but the clean money left after maintaining infrastructure has already started compressing. The narrative says Meta is investing in AI. The filing says free cash flow is already under pressure. Now let's look at the second signal. Contracts locked into the future. At the close of the first quarter of 2026, Meta had $81.18 billion in liquidity, but it also reported $182.88 billion in data centers and infrastructure leases that hadn't even started yet, more than 2.2 times its liquidity. Additionally, it reported $237.67 billion in non-cancelable contractual commitments. Combined, that is over $420 billion in identified future obligations, more than 5 times its liquidity. And in April, it signed additional infrastructure contracts with roughly $24 billion more. Meta isn't going bankrupt tomorrow. The point is that its AI strategy is no longer a futuristic idea. It's a heavy chain of mandatory payments. The third signal. Advertising is subsidizing everything. Family of apps generated $198.76 billion in revenue in 2025, growing 22%, but its costs and expenses rose 28%. When costs grow faster than revenue, even the most profitable machine loses efficiency. And right next to it sits Reality Labs, $2.21 billion in revenue, but a $19.19 billion loss. It loses approximately $8.70 for every dollar it bills. Advertising has to cover the metaverse, AI, and capital returns. Let's move to the fourth signal. Accounting and debt. Meta extended the estimated useful life of most of its servers and network assets to 5.5 years. That reduced depreciation by $2.92 billion and increased reported net income by $2.59 billion in 2025. It's not illegal. It's not fraud. But when a company is spending historic amounts on servers, that line item deserves attention. Even with that relief, free cash flow of $43.59 billion wasn't comfortably enough for share buybacks, dividends, RSU-related taxes, private investments, and infrastructure. Meta issued $29.91 billion in net debt. Take this away. Meta remains a cash-generating monster, but it has too much capital committed across data centers, servers, cloud contracts, future leases, reality labs, debt, buybacks, and dividends. The market is buying a perfect digital narrative. The filing shows a physical, complex, and extremely expensive reality. The question isn't whether Meta can spend. Obviously, it can. The question is whether the return will be enough to justify a capital bill that already exceeds its own annual operation cash flow. So I ask you, are you buying Zuckerberg's story or staying on the sidelines? This is Renzo Market Lab. We don't follow narratives. We audit the numbers.